Welcome back, my little fizzles. Today we are doing my Ipsy bag unbagging for September 2018. So I got my eyelash bag here, and my husband actually really likes this bag. He likes the way that it's black and white and then gold gives it a little pop. It's not my favorite bag, but it's definitely not the worst one we received. I like to reuse my Ipsy bags as wallets. Yesterday I was at the grocery store and I had the Galaxy print from, I think it was October 2015, from like 3 years ago, and I got compliments on that yesterday. I had it out, I was shopping. People are like, oh my gosh, I love your little purse, I love your wallet. I'm like, it's actually an Ipsy bag. But yeah, I reuse these all the time. But, let's open it up. It does say Ipsy on here. Ipsy is $10 a month. You can subscribe. I have the link down below. You can get some points, I can get some points, and I can get some free stuff. And something that I noticed in this Ipsy bag is that it does have a pink lining, and it actually says rules were made to be broken right on the inside, which I think is a really cute detail, but I don't think a lot of the Ipsy bags have. So this month, the question isn't who is going to let me, it's who is going to stop me. Somebody stop me. So got our Ipsy bag and let's get into it. I have used all the items and I wanted to tell you what I think of them. So this is a little more than just an unbagging, it's actually a review as well. So the first thing we received is a Luxie brush. It is by DC Comics and Warner Brothers, and it's the Wonder Woman brush. This is full size and it's worth $20. And it's a Luxie 140 detailed tapered blender. I did find that because it is tapered, it's a little bit harder for me to work with. I would have rather received the Harley Quinn flat kabuki eyeshadow brush or just a fluffy shadow blender brush. With it being tapered, I don't really understand how I'm supposed to use it. So I did apply shadow using this just all over, but it was easier to use just a regular fluffy brush rather than it being tapered or coming to a point at the end. So if you let me know what you guys use the tapered blending brushes for. I thought maybe it could be used to like pack on shadow, but it is rather large. So I did have a hard time using this, but I am happy to have received it. Even though on my profile it says no brushes, I'm glad that it was a nice brush. I do much prefer the Luxie brush over a lot of other brushes I've gotten lately. Because I did receive the Allure Cosmetics brushes in my BoxyCharm, and I don't really care for those. I would have much rather had 3 Luxie brushes. So this one is a really great quality. It seems really well made and sturdy, and this is a $20 retail value. So already we doubled the value of the bag. The next item is the other full-size item in the bag. It is by M Princess, and it's Pretty Petal Loose Eyeshadow Pigment. I do have this just all over the lid, so it's the lighter pink color up here. And it's really pretty. It has a gold shift to it. Loose shadows aren't my absolute favorite, but I'm glad that it is in a light enough shade that I can just put it all over the lid and not have to worry about it being too dark or too bright. So the reason loose shadows are hard to work with is usually they're like a dark shadow and you have to be really precise with putting it on. I like this one that it's light. I can just kind of smear it on. I don't really have to worry about it. So let me show you what it looks like. And of course they are a little bit messier, so that is what it looks like. Let me just dip in a little bit with this and show you guys. That is the shade. So it is pink, as you can see, but it does have a gold shift to it, which I really enjoy. And it is called Pretty Petal. And Clinique actually has a pressed eyeshadow pop called Petal Pop that this reminds me of. It's pink with a gold shift. So I do own something already similarly like this, but this is a loose, whereas that one's a press, so I am happy to have both. And I wear a ton of pink. I'm a very pink person. You call me Pink Becky if you'd like. And I think pink is very flattering on me with my skin tone, and I just enjoy wearing it. So I definitely enjoyed this. And I don't know if I said or not, this is full size. I was surprised. I thought that this was like a half size, but this is actually full size, which is fine with me. This will last me forever. I mean, they could have included a half size and that would have still lasted me forever, but this is full size and it retails for $15. So first 2 items are both full size items. And then we received 3 sample size items, so let's get into that. The next thing we received is from the Creme shop, or the Cream shop, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. It is Double Cleanse 2-in-1 Facial Foam, Daily Cleanser and Makeup Remover. I did not try this to remove makeup, but I did use it this morning to wash my face with. It's not my absolute favorite kind of cleanser. It does kind of like, once you rinse it off, leave your face feeling kind of like a rubbery. I don't know if that makes sense, but it did give me a nice clean feel. My skin felt very clean. It's just not my favorite kind of cleanser. It kind of reminded me of the Clinique face wash, the foaming cleanser. So I guess that makes sense since this is called a cleansing foam, facial foam. So I probably just don't like foaming face washes, I think is my thing. But as far as it doing its job, it did its job. And this size, this is a Korean brand. It says made in Korea. This size is actually only $2. It says the full size is 5 ounces and retails for $10. This is 1 ounce, so it retails for $2. So it's definitely a very affordable brand, the Creme Shop. So maybe one day I'll look into getting more of their items. They are cruelty-free as well. Dermatologist tested and paraben-free. So it looks like it's a really great brand to try to get into. I think this is the first item from them I've ever tried, but I think it's Madison Miller has talked about them before. But I did enjoy it. It's just not my favorite, but nothing against them. It's just personal preference. The next thing is a turmeric mask by Apto, and it's the Healing Turmeric Mask for all skin types. And that is what this looks like. I did put this on earlier today and it made me look really jaundiced, but I'm not really sure what it did. It says that it's just a healing turmeric mask. I did see that it does help with rosacea and redness. So I know that yellow does counteract redness. Whenever I put this on, it didn't make my skin very yellow. I looked kind of jaundiced, but once I washed it off, it didn't leave kind of any yellow aftertone or anything. But I did use it this morning and left it on for 20 minutes, and I didn't dislike it. I just don't know what it actually did to help my skin. And I had never had anything from Apto before, so I'm excited to try a new brand. It looks like this is half an ounce, so this retails for about $8, whereas the full size is $16 and is 1 ounce. So this is a half an ounce, so this retails for $8. So I did feel like with this, to get a good layer on your skin, you had to use a lot of it. So I actually ended up using like 1/4 of it just one time. So I feel like it's not a mask that's gonna be like a little goes a long way. You actually have to use a lot of it. So that kind of is a disappointment because I felt like I used a lot this morning and it is already kind of a small size. But that's okay, at least I'll be able to use it and see if it actually really does anything, because it may not be something that I would want a full size of. And then the last thing is by Elizabeth Mott, which is another Korean brand. And it is the Thank Me Later face primer, and it is mattifying. I did really enjoy this. I really like the scent too. It smells very clean. It's a light pink shade. So let me show you just a little bit of this. That is what it looks like. And it's just a light pink primer, and then it just kind of goes invisible. And this is $5 retail value, this small little thing, because this is 5 grams, whereas the 30-gram size is $30, so the 5-gram size is $5. So altogether, my bag was worth $50, plus the bag itself, which I always say has like a $5 value, plus shipping. But everything did retail for $50, but I would say it's more like $55. But I did pay $10 for everything, and I was happy with this bag. I did get it in the mail like a week ago, and it wasn't one that really inspired me to want to unbox it really quickly. The bag design itself is nice, the products are nice, and there's just nothing in it that's like, wow, I really want that. I only got one color cosmetic. I got a brush, which I don't have marked on my profile that I want brushes, but I'm also not mad at it because it is a Luxie brush. If it had been a lower quality brush, I wouldn't have been as happy, but everything this month was just, it was good products. It's just nothing that really wowed me. I would have rather had something else that was like, wow, but everything kind of seemed kind of basic. But I'm not mad. I'm actually really enjoying the products. I enjoyed all the products, you know, enough that I'm gonna keep them and use them. Nothing that I'm like gonna throw away or give away. So this month's bag, I'd say was like a 7 out of 10, 6 out of 10. Not fantastic, but definitely not a bummer. And yeah, for $10 a month, you can't go wrong with Ipsy. I tell everyone about Ipsy. I've gotten a ton of people to sign up for Ipsy, and It is definitely my favorite subscription, even more so than BoxyCharm. So let me know down below what you guys received. If you guys do Ipsy unboxings, definitely let me know, and I will see you guys soon. Bye guys.